Continued splashing huge amounts of county funds on recurrent expenditure at the expense of development. A report on the implementation of county budgets by the Office of the Controller of Budget for the last financial year shows that counties spend huge chunks of money on sitting allowances for MCAs and travel, both domestic and foreign. The Controller of Budget Report 2022-2023 has also flagged mismanagement of resources and failure to follow regulations in handling of county finances. Brenda Wanga reports.
The Office of the Controller of Budget's review of the implementation of the county budgets for the year 2022 and 2023 shows that counties continue to surpass the set limit of expenditure on wages and benefits for its personnel. The report shows that in the year under review, counties spent 41.5% of the realized revenues of 466.01 billion shillings on this vote, a figure above the recommended 35% of total revenues,
which is over the legal.
The Controller of Budgets noting that only 5 counties, Turkana, Tana River, Mandera, Kwale and Samburu, managed to keep their personal expenditure within the 35% ceiling. The Controller of the Budget also raises concerns over the county's expenditure on domestic travel across the counties. A good portion of the county's budget votes going towards this expenditure. Turkana County leads the top 5 counties spending highly on domestic travel, with 1.14 billion shillings having spent in the year under review. Migori spent 894 million shillings, Bungoma 696 million shillings, while Tana River and Nairobi spent 532 and 529 million shillings on domestic travel the last financial year. On the other end of the scale, Vihiga County had the least domestic travel expenditure, with only 79.1 million shillings going to this item. Lamu, Taita Taveta, Mandera and Tharaka Nithi all spending less than 150 million shillings in the year under review. The report also flagged what it termed as a flouting of regulations on foreign travel by the counties. According to the regulations, a county delegation traveling outside the country should not have more than 7 people, including staff. A good number of counties have disregarded this and sent out delegations of up to 50 people per trip. In most cases, those traveling in the large delegations coming from the county assemblies. Another red flag highlighted by the Office of the Controller of Budget is the spending on sitting allowances paid to MCAs. A total of 1.34 billion shillings was paid to MCAs as sitting allowances in the 2022-2023 financial year against an approved budget of 1.68 billion shillings. MCAs in Busia earned a total of 101,533,000 shillings as sitting allowances. Those in Mombasa earning 100,000 shillings, Migori 97,000 shillings, and Nyeri and Samburu getting 79,000 and 78,000 shillings respectively over the same period. These lucrative allowances paid out against a backdrop of mounting debts the counties owe to their suppliers and contractors. In the year under review, the Controller of Budget says in the report that the counties had outstanding pending bills of 164.76 billion shillings, Nairobi County alone accounting for 107.3 billion shillings of that amount. The report also shows an improvement in the county's spending on development as compared to the previous reporting period. Marsabit County led the pack on development expenditure as a percentage of the total expenditure, having used 35.4% of its money on development. Baringo spent 31.2%, Uasin Gishu 31.0%, Mandera 30.8% and Kwale 30.4% on their budgets on development. The Controller of Budget, however, wants the counties to increase the spending on development and reduce the spending on personal emoluments and travel expenditures to improve on their own source revenue collections, eliminate manual payroll operations, and submit their financial reports on time. Brenda Wanga, Citizen TV, Nairobi.